If Manchester United listen closely enough, they can probably just about hear the Champions League theme tune coming into earshot. Despite Roberto Firmino's last-gasp equaliser for Liverpool on his Anfield farewell on Saturday afternoon, United are now on the brink of securing a top-4 finish and Champions League qualification. Casemiro's early goal was enough to seal a professional 1-0 win over Bournemouth at a sun-drenched Vitality Stadium, moving them level on points with third-placed Newcastle United with 2 games to go. As a result of Liverpool dropping points against Aston Villa, United are now just 1 point away from clinching a top-4 berth and a place back in Europe's Premier Club competition for next term. Newcastle are also in the same boat, requiring just a point from their last 2 games to get themselves over the line. Liverpool, though they are not mathematically out of it just yet, knew they had to beat Villa to stand any realistic chance of keeping their Champions League dream alive. The lights on that dream have now just about gone out as they only have 1 game remaining. United, therefore, know that a point from their last 2 matches will be enough for boss Erik ten Hag to achieve his main objective this season. Chelsea visit Old Trafford on Thursday night before Fulham visit on the final day of the season next Sunday. Considering the Reds have not lost on their own patch since September 8, and are unbeaten in M16 in the league since the opening day of the season, it would take something special for them to miss out. They are just about home and hosed. However, taking their away day struggles into account this season, there was always a feeling that United risked giving themselves more work to do than they would have liked. On paper, a trip to Bournemouth looked like a good prospect for 3 points, but the Reds' away day record always meant you couldn't get too carried away. Casemiro's early strike, however, proved decisive, securing United their 12th Premier League win by a single goal this season. It was also a victory that marked goalkeeper David de Gea's 17th league clean sheet of the campaign, assuring him the Golden Glove once and for all. Technically, he had already wrapped it up after last weekend's 2-0 win over Wolves, but there was still a chance that he would have to share it with Liverpool's Alisson. But after he conceded in the first half against Villa, it was immediately De Gea's to enjoy all by himself. Though De Gea deserves credit for racking up 17 shutouts, those in front of him, particularly the back 4, deserve recognition for playing their part as well. It has been a team effort, and it is that terrific defensive record that has now put the club on the cusp of rubbing shoulders with Europe's biggest names once again. United's attackers were underwhelming to say the least on the South Coast, once again highlighting the club's need to recruit a world-class striker this summer. Anthony Martial was the best of the attacking quartet that started and was harshly withdrawn just before the hour mark. The likes of Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes, however, were uninspiring. The latter will be very lucky to retain his starting place on Thursday night, even if Marcus Rashford has not recovered from illness. But while those tasked with scoring the goals continue to falter, those at the back are standing up and carrying United over the line. Admittedly, the Reds have been on the receiving end of one too many humblings this season, but their defensive record, overall, has been very impressive. FA Cup 48-page preview on sale now. History will be made on June 3 as, for the first time, Manchester City and Manchester United meet in the FA Cup final. This special souvenir publication is the perfect countdown to the clash, as Blues and Reds prepare for their showdown at Wembley. Packed with player features, analysis on the big game, the road to the final, a look back at City and United's previous FA Cup finals, and a spotlight on Pep Guardiola and Erik ten Hag. It is a must for all fans as you build up to the match. Order your special souvenir edition here. Available to purchase in most participating supermarkets, high street retailers and independent newsagents in Manchester from May 17, 2023. For online purchases, postage and packaging applies. Worldwide shipping available. Last term, United were a defensive mess, conceding 57 times in the league alone, marking their worst defensive season since the 1978-79 campaign. But even though their goal difference is not exactly something to write home about this time around, it is their defensive record, which has become the bedrock of their early success under Ten Hag, that should get them over the line without too much fuss. They are unbeaten at home in all competitions since September, meaning the chances of them grabbing the 1 point they need to finish inside the top 4 are increasingly high. Furthermore, they have kept 6 clean sheets in a row at home in the league. De Gea might have his faults, not least with the ball at his feet, but he has been pivotal in contributing to what will take the Reds back into the Champions League. All they need is one last push.